Get ready for your weekly dose of informative and inspiring lifestyle content with me, your host, Brooke Monks, where we dive into ways to help you look, feel, and be your best. In this episode of Becoming Authentically You, we have 2SPLGBTQ Advocate Noah Gibson giving a detailed explanation of what this common acronym means. Welcome back. So Noah, can you please help us by explaining what 2SLGBTQ means?
Right. So it's an acronym that describes the variety of identities that have gender and sexual identities that have been marginalized or oppressed by society at large. So breaking it down, the 2S stands for two-spirited, which is a term that was coined to encompass multiple indigenous identities within multiple cultures that have been sort of suppressed and erased by Western colonialism.
Okay.
And then there's the L for lesbian, which is women attracted to women. Some lesbians even define it as a lack of attraction to men, which then makes it inclusive of non-binary identities who can be attracted to. There's the G for gay, but that can also be sort of like an umbrella term to refer to the whole community. Like you might say the gay community, but you don't just mean cis gay men. It could be anybody. I sometimes say, like, I'm gay, but I'm not a cis gay man.
Got it. Okay.
And then so LGB for bisexual, which is attraction to same and different genders. There's been sort of like confusion or discussion around the definition of bisexual because a lot of people interpret it to mean attracted to male and female genders, but the actual definition is same and different genders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's LGBT for trans, transgender, which is someone who identifies, whose gender is different from that they were assigned at birth, because when you're born on your birth certificate, you get a little M or an F, and that one letter will go on to define a lot about your life, about how you're expected to dress, how you're expected to talk, the way that people interact with you and address you, and if you grow up and that feels uncomfortable and that if you would rather interact with the world in a different way in that sort of sense, then you might grow up to identify as transgender.
Okay.
And that also encompasses like non-binary identities as well. And then there's the Q for queer and questioning. Queer is another kind of umbrella term that can be referred to the whole community. There's a bit of controversy about the word queer because it's been used as a slur, but it is something that can be reclaimed by people. I've reclaimed it. I use it for myself, and it's just sort of a word that means not straight, not cisgender.
Got it. And what's cis?
So cisgender is someone who, so if you got the M on your birth certificate and you grew up and you were completely fine with being a man and you never wanted to change that, then that's a cis man, a cisgender man. So it's just someone who isn't trans.
Got it. And then the plus?
So the plus, there are a few other like letters in the acronym. If you spelled it all out, it would be more like 2SLGBTQ IAP. There are probably a couple others. I for intersex, which is people who are, when they're born, they have sex characteristics that are attributed to both male and female sexes, and so it's like it's a complicated topic, but just people whose bodies aren't necessarily male or female within what we would expect.
Okay.
And then there's A for asexual, aromantic, agender. Asexual, or ACE for short. ACE people don't experience sexual attraction to any gender. Aromantic people, or aro people, don't experience romantic attraction to any gender. And then agender is people who feel a lack of gender at all.
Got it. Okay.
And then the P is for pansexual, which means which is an identity for people whose attraction is not defined by the gender of the other person, where they experience attraction regardless or without the consideration for the gender of the other person.
Okay, perfect. You have a great memory.
Thank you.
Would you like to make a difference? You can go to welcomefriend.ca and make a contribution to Rainbow Camp, which is a camp for young people who identify as 2SPLGBTQ+.